What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to unbox the GeekFly Vitas Earbuds. Huge shout out to GeekFly for providing these for an honest unboxing and review. I can get a lot of requests in the comments asking if I would review these earbuds. We got them in, so let's go ahead and dive in. First, we're going to talk price and specs. First, the price. You can pick these up. The price going right now is at $409.99. They only come in the wine red color. As always, I'll leave links in the description below if you're interested in picking these guys up. As far as specs go, they rock Bluetooth 5.4 with codec support of AAC, SBC, aptX adaptive, and aptX lossless for those devices that support it. As far as noise canceling, there is no ANC on these earbuds, which is a shame, but that is not included on here. As far as battery life, you get 7 hours on the earbuds, and when you include the case, you get 18 hours. Decent time as far as battery power. You can definitely get through a day of work with them. But yeah, I wish I would a little bit longer on the I guess, yeah, well, especially with no noise canceling, you think your battery would be a little bit strong, a little bit more beefier. All right, so you get a little bit more time out of it, actually. All right, as far as fast charging, there's no documentation on that, and no wireless charging because the case is of metal. All right, as far as water resistance rating, I have not received any information on that either. So again, be careful with these out in inclement weather and around any type of water or anything. All right. As far as features go, they rock a revolutionary 6-driver hybrid system. You got 2 balanced armature drivers, 2 piezoelectronic ceramic drivers. You got 1 planar magnetic driver and 1 dynamic driver. So these guys are fully loaded. I can't wait to hear how these sound. It combines, combines bone conduction and air conduction principles for great sound. When you add all those up together, that's what they have listed here. But man, I can't wait to see how these guys sound. They got the medical grade resin 3D printed and machine and metal case. So we got a combination of both there. You got low latency for gaming, you got touch controls, and you have app support for Android and iOS for these earbuds. Let's dive in, man. I can't wait to hear these guys, but we got to do the whole thing. So let's go ahead in. Again, huge shout out to GeekFly for providing these for this review. Man, that plastic is serious. They made sure this was sealed. Either that or my knife needs sharpened. All right, let's get in here. All right. Let's get that off to the side. Make sure there's no tape around. Nope, no tape. Let's get the sleeve off here. There we go. GeekFly branding right underneath the sleeve. I'm liking that. Let's go ahead and pop that off. Okay. All right. We got the earbuds there. Wow, purple. They said it was supposed to be a red. All right. Well, let's dive in a little more. See what we got. All right. First box here. Let's see what we have in this one. Make sure we are not ruining anything. There we go. We have another box and a nice little case here. Let's see what's in the box first. We'll come back to this. Let's see what's in here. All right. Again, trying to keep things as pristine as possible. Okay, so we got some number cards here. Let's see what this is. This is GeekFly. Looks like a membership card or a member card or a production card. We got 851, 652. Looks like quality control numbers. So very nice. I'm gonna have to get the translator out to read all this stuff, but that's all right. I like that. Okay, looks like we've got Yep, this is our user manual, and it's like Chinese. Let's flip it around to the other side. Okay, here we go. Now we got it in English on the other side. All right, so okay, we got that. All right, so we got our manual here. Okay, so let's see what else we have. This should looks like our our charging cable here. We've got USB-A to USB-C charging cable. All right, and we have. I love how they have the earbud or the tips in styrofoam. Looks like we've got some clear tips here. We got a pair. I like that with the blue. Very nice. I like the way that looks. Then of course you got your standard silicone ones here. It looks like small, medium, and large. So you got 4 pair of earbuds or tips to choose from. We're gonna put them in there so they don't get lost. And then you open this up. I guess this is where they mean by the wine red. All right, first of all, let's take this nice little carrying case. Nice, sturdy, magnetic close. Got the GeekFly branding on it. Stitching, actual stitching. It's like a leather. Very nice. Nice presentation. All right, and let's see what I got on here. Looks like I got some schmutz on there. All right, we got it. All right, so now we got the wine red case. I guess that's what they were talking about when they said wine red. All right, GeekFly branding on it. Heavy. Definitely got weight to it. All right, you got your charging LEDs on the front here. You got your branding or your information at the bottom. All right, and on the back, you've got your USB-C charging port. No buttons on the outside. If we flip this open, that's what it looks like on the inside. I like that color contrast in the inside. You got the wine red with the silver or aluminum. Very nice contrast there. But I like that mix. Very, very satisfying close right there. That sounds nice. Let's do it again. Yeah, I like that. That sounds final. Once that closes, that sounds final. All right, enough of that. All right, let's go ahead and get the earbuds out. Now they got these in to remind me of using IEMs. All right, man, that's sharp. Look at that with that purple. Already in pairing mode. Already. And they just look really, really good. That resin, that's beautiful. I just want to look at them. They look really, really good. All right, let's go ahead and pull the other one out. A little chunky, but then again, just like IEMs, they do get chunky. Nice long tube here where your speaker goes in. That's got a nice little length to it. And it's you got a mesh net there to protect against like earwax getting into the speaker on both of them. Very nice. Your contacts and everything. Very, very nice. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pop on some ear tips. And we're going to take a look at these in the ear real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Very interested to see how these look and how these fit and feel, actually. All right, that's one. Look how, and again, look how the ear tip just completely engulfs the stem. And this can get really deep into your ear. It's interesting how it does that. All right, let's go ahead and grab the other one, put the right ear. All right, let's go ahead and get this one on. Whoops. All right, we got that one on. Let's go ahead and get those out. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and pop these in real quick. Let's flip the camera. All right. All right, we got them in. Make sure they're nice and secure. All right, and here's how they look in the ear. Very comfortable, getting decent noise isolation. I did pick out and use I put the large ear tips in. I went with them right out of the box. And yeah, no movement at all. They're doing a really good job. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these guys paired up, and we're going to take a look at their app and see what it has. Stay strapped in. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys paired up. Go ahead and open this back up. Let's pop these out. See if we can get these guys into pairing mode. So all right. Let's get them in pairing mode. Okay, let's see. Let's try that over again. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to pop these in quick, see if we can get them in there. Okay, I got the pairing notification. All right, there we go. That's on the left one. I'll keep knocking that over. So again, no Google Fast Pair for these. So we got to go in the old-fashioned way. All right, we got GeekFly down here. So let's go ahead and hit pair. All right, looks like we're good. Then we get the slider. There it is. We got the volume slider, so we are paired up. All right, there they are. Let's go ahead and hit the. So now you have LE audio. So you got Bluetooth LE if you want to use that. The enhanced sound quality and performance while using low energy. So, and then you got Aerocast. Bro, okay, so it supports Aerocast as well. So another surprise there for these earbuds, but a welcome one. Very nice. Okay, so now we have those options as well. So let's go ahead and get the app and see what we can do with them. All right, before we dive into and try to find the app, I did mention that we had these earbuds here. Notice I have the large ones here on the earbuds themselves, but I dug a little bit deeper in the box and I found this whole selection of other earbuds to go with, or ear tips rather, for the earbuds. And man, you have a really large selection to choose from small, medium to large. You've got quite a selection to choose from. I just wanted to make sure that I pulled these back. When I found them, I brought them out to show you that you have a whole gang of earbuds, or ear tips rather, to choose from for these earbuds. All right, we're back in. I did find the app. I had to actually email GeekFly to get the link because it's not in the Android, Google Play Store. So they sent me the link to actually to download this app for these for the Vitas earbuds. Now I'm going to leave that link in the description below. So if you have these earbuds, you want to click on the link to download the actual app. It's an APK file, and you can go ahead and open it and install. But from when you do that, you want to be able to go in and change the language because it's all going to come out in Chinese. So you need to go ahead and do that. I had to go ahead and pull out my translator to find out where I needed to be. So I'm going to quickly show you guys where you need to go. All right. So when you go in and you first bring it up, all this is going to be Chinese. So you want to go ahead and hit the 3 dashes up here in the upper right. And the very first option is your language. So you want to go ahead and switch it. It's going to be kind of Chinese. So the bottom option is English. So you want to go ahead and press it. So I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like when you first see it. All right. When you first get in, this is exactly what it looks like. So you want to go ahead and hit over here on the right. And then the very bottom option is English. And it will switch it over to English. So you want to go ahead and do that. I wanted to quickly show you guys that to save you some time. And you can also go from a light theme to a dark theme. Or, you can follow the system. Since my system is in dark, I put it in dark here. So we'll go ahead and move on. I just wanted to show you guys that right off the bat. All right, so inside here, well, let me go ahead and switch this back over. I'm I'm gonna switch this back over to light so you guys can see the options here. Let me go ahead back in. All right. I thought it was a good idea to do that, but all right. So in here, you don't have a lot of options to choose from to do anything. You really only have is your EQ settings and your key settings. You don't have anything other than that. All right. So if you go into EQ settings, then of course you got to have some audio playing. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just play something here. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna turn it down though. All right. So I got audio playing in the background. All right. I'm gonna we just got a video. Shout out to my man Eric Hardesty. I've been watching his e-bike reviews and stuff like that. So actually, you know what? We ain't gonna do that one. I'm gonna come watch that later. I don't want to miss anything he's saying on that. So we're gonna go ahead and we get play there. All right, good. Now it's playing. All right, so now what we got is we go into your EQ settings. Now you have your options here. All right, I'm gonna get a little closer here so you guys can see. You've got your excuse me. You got 6 presets: flat, rock, pop, classical, funk, and speech. Then of course you got your user, which is your custom EQ, where you can go in and you got a 5-band equalizer where you could go ahead and make adjustments and everything at your will. And you should be able to save these. I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick change. You know how I like my V-shape option here. We're gonna go ahead like that just to play around and see what we get. All right. So let's see if I go back to flat and come back. Okay, it automatically saves my settings. So we're gonna keep it right there for right now. But we're gonna come back and play with it a little later on when in the sound test. But I wanted to show you that. All right, so if you go all the way back out, now you have your key settings, which is your touch controls. You got your double click, they call it kick. You only got double, triple, quadruple, and you got your press and hold. So excuse me, that's for both the left and right earbud. I like this came in as it is, and I kind of like the way it's set up. Pretty much does it for me. We're going to test and see how fast they go. How responsive they are, but these are the only settings only 2 options you have, but you can go in and you've got a whole list of options to choose from when you want to change them. All right. I'm not going to keep it like it is because I like that, because that's basically pretty much how I would set them up anyway. So that's what's up. And then of course down here at the bottom, you got about, where you can go into their official website. You got the user guide and their privacy policy. All right. So everything is pretty much neat, nice and neat. You got like the picture of the earbuds and your battery percentage for both left and right. Okay, no case percentage here at all, but that's okay. And again, very, very minimalistic. Not a lot to work with, but you do get the more important, the more essential functions, EQ and key settings. And I love the fact that they give you a equalizer that you can custom tune yourself. So we're going to have a lot of fun with these. So just wanted to quick show you that GeekFly app for the GeekFly Vitas rather. I don't know why I want to call them Vistas. Vitas earbuds. Again, I'll leave links in the description to the APK file where if you want to download it and install it and be able to go ahead and use this app. All right. So let's continue our testing. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and test and see if these guys have multi-point connectivity features. So we already have it connected to the Z Fold 7 here. Let's go ahead and I want to show you guys. It's already connected there. So what we want to do now is we're going to see if we can connect it to the Tab S11 Ultra and see if we can multi-connect here. So let's go ahead and I don't know why I went out of there. So let's go ahead. We're going to turn off the Bluetooth here. We're going to put these guys back in pairing mode. All right, so they're back in pairing mode. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead over to the tablet, go into Bluetooth settings. All right, again, we got to go all the way down to the bottom. There they are, picked up. So we're going to go ahead and pair. All right, they're connected. Let's get our volume slider. Will we get that? There it is. Okay, so, and of course you can see it at the top of the list here too. So now we're going to come back over to the phone, turn on Bluetooth again. All right, we're going to let it get started up. right, so we're up in. So let's go ahead and hit GeekFly, see if it'll connect. Not looking good. No, it will not connect. All right, so yeah, basically no multi-point connectivity with these earbuds, unfortunately. So only single device connection for them. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. What we're gonna do now is our mono mode test. We're gonna see if we can listen to one earbud while the other one isn't in the case charging. We've got our video up. Shout out to Eric Hardestay, or Scott Hardestay, sorry. I don't know why I want to call him Eric, but Scott Hardestay. Shout out to him again. All right, so we'll go ahead and start off with the right earbud. We're going to take that one out. Dropped it in the case. Close it. I still got audio continuously going through through the left earbud. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this back out. Put the right in. All right, we've got audio playing out of the right and left now. We're going to go ahead with the left earbud. Drop that in the case, close it. And I still got continuous audio from the right earbud as well. So you can use them independently while the other one's charging, basically doubling the battery life. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. Next up is our touch control feature. We're going to go ahead and see how fast these touch controls respond and everything. So let's go ahead and put me in the box. All right. I'm down here in the lower box here. What's going on? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and practice. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and test the touch controls. We'll see how fast they respond. I'll put me in the box. I'll put the phone up here so you can see exactly how fast it is when I do it. Actuate the functionality. Now, there is no single press or single tap option on these earbuds. You only have double, triple, quadruple, and press and hold options. So let's go ahead and dive in. We got our music up. Shout out to Raekwon. I should know that, man. I'm embarrassed. All right. Raekwon, the chef, he just dropped a new album recently. I've been rocking it. It sounds fantastic. So let's go ahead and we're going to hit play. All right. We got audio playing out of them, both earbuds. So we're going to hit double press on the left. That should pause it. 1, 2. Now you'll get a little ding inside from the earbuds to let you know that you properly summoned the function. And then it will go ahead and perform that said function. So again, very responsive. Didn't take too long for pause to show up. So we'll go ahead and double press on the right earbud, and that should get us back to play. 1, 2. I got the ding in the right earbud, and now it's playing. Now the one thing is what you get that ding on the earbud that you doing the actual functionality. I think that's a pretty cool touch. I like that. All right, so now if I triple press, got my count right. Get your count right, Ron. All right. If I triple press the right earbud, it should take me to the next song. 1, 2, 3. It did. And I got that ding in my right ear. Now I'm going to go triple press on the left. That should take me either to the beginning of this song or the previous song. 1, 2, 3. It took me back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm back to the previous song. And again, I got that ding in this ear because I actuated from this earbud. What is wrong with me? My words this evening. All right. So now what we're going to do now is my quadruple press. I have that for my voice assistant, and I have it on both earbuds. So I'm only going to do it once from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got the ding. What's the weather for tomorrow here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? All right, so tomorrow's a complete wash with rain and everything, but it does work. And again, I got that quadruple press option giving me my voice assistant on my right earbud as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of there. Now, my press and hold, or they call it long press in the app, on my right, if I press and hold It should increase the volume. All right, I got the ding and my volume went up a little bit. Now you have to let go and then press again to move up again. All right, so now it's doing it again. Now I press and let go one more time. All right, you get that ding and then it moves up a decibel, moves up a set. Now this is going to be the opposite on the left. Press and hold, it's going to lower. All right, got the ding, now it went down. Release, let's do it again. It went down again. Release and do it again. Got the ding and it went down again. So unfortunately, I wish they did have it where you can just press and hold and it will either go up or down depending on the earbud you're using. But that's a thing. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and pause that. Again, that's a problem that I have, but unfortunately, it is what it is. I really would like to not have to release and go, through it for however long I need to get it to the volume I want. I wish you could just press and hold and it'll go either up or down. But again, I'm gonna leave that go. All right. But excuse me. As far as the actuation of these functionalities and everything, the touch controls is very, very quick, very responsive, especially after you get the ding. Once you get the ding, it immediately goes into those set those functions for you. And absolutely, I love it. I love the fact that you got such a long list of them that you can choose from on each, the double, triple, quadruple, and long press if you want. I like the way they did that. I really wish they had a single press option, but I think I kind of understand why, because of trying to, manipulate them and everything, and all the false touches and everything. I get it, but I still like to have the full range, single, double, triple, quadruple, long press. I want all of it. All right. But other than that, responds great. Let's continue.
This is a mic test with the GeekFly Vitas Earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the GeekFly Vitas Earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the GeekFly Vitas Earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the GeekFly Vitas Earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, next up is our sound test. We've got the earbuds in. I'm going to go ahead and put myself in the box. Oops, I did a flip over. Sorry about that. Let me get back over. All right, there we go. Now let me get back in the box. For some reason, my picture-in-picture button didn't activate, and I was moving too fast or something like that. But anyway, I'm in the box. Here we are. We've got our first song up. So right now, I got the EQ set at 0. I'm going to show you guys because, of course, it's telling me no audio is being played. So I've got to play audio in order to get in. But as you can see in the background, I zeroed out the EQ settings. All right, so we're going to start from the beginning with no setup or anything. We're going to find our optimal sound with these drivers and everything. I'm very excited for this. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and pull up our first song. We got Dominique Feels Like Me, Feeling Good. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to go to our optimal listening level. We're going to start there. Okay, so here we go. Song number 1. We've got the earbuds in the ear just so that you guys can see. All right, and here we go. All right, already, I like the clarity. We're going to go with flat. Okay, I like it. Again, like the clarity is nice. It's really good, even with the background art vocalist. Let's go ahead and click on rock. Let's go back to flat. All right, a little bit more clearer, a little bit more brighter sound. Not by much from the rock, but I like the clarity. Again, still getting all the other stuff, the nuance, the enunciate your words or breathing rhythm. You're getting all of that, but I like the clarity. All right, let's go to pop. Let's back up to rock and pop. Not much of a change there. Not much of a change between rock and pop. At least with this song, all right? But again, I love the clarity of the background vocal. Let's go to classical. Okay. Now this one seems to have widens out the sound stage. All right, with classical. Again, not losing that clarity. And as far as the volume, I don't have to turn them up, don't have to turn them down. They sound great. Let's go to funk. Okay, now you're getting to where you can start telling the differences between the presets. I like that. Now let's go to speech. Let's go back to funk. All right. Now you focus more on the vocals, or the voice, but again, this is a cappella, so you're really not going to tell the difference between funk and speech, in my opinion. All right, so let's go to user. Now everything went back to flat, so let's go ahead and play a little bit. Oh, you can definitely tell from the mid. All right, the treble. Let's go here. All right, we're going to move this up one more. All right. Okay. Kind of like of a slant. Move this up. Then move this up. Okay. Again, nice clarity. All right. Ooh. I love the clarity that it's giving you. All right, let's go ahead and switch to a different song. Man, that was, again, I love the clarity, how crisp they sounded with that one. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go into another song. We're going to go into a bass song. Let's go into Pony by Werenoy. We're going to go ahead and hit that one up real quick. Let me get down here. Where is it at? There it is. All right. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to go here with Pony by Werenoy, and we're going to see what's up with the bass. All right, here we go. Let's jump back in. Again, volume. Don't have to worry about it. Nice and loud. I can actually turn this down for here. I mean, right now we're using my setting right now. All right, we're going to see what to do. Ooh, okay. I like how smooth that bass is. All right, let's change this up a little bit. Oh. All right, let's. Oh, wow. I like that. All right, let's get it. Here we go. Let's get some bass in this. Ooh. Nice punch to the bass. Let me see if I can get that cleaned up a little bit, though. I like the punch. Let's turn down the brightness on the treble a little bit. Okay. Let's turn this back up. Let's get back to mine. Okay. All right. Let me go back here. Let me back up. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep my clarity with the vocalist as well as giving me that nice punch of bass. Let me see if I turn this one up. Yeah, I'm liking that right there. All right. I like that setup on this song. All right. So if we go to pop, we're going to try some of these in. Okay. Again, not too much change between the rock and pop when it comes to the EQ settings. Let's go to classical. Again, classical widens out the soundstage. Again, classical, brightening out that soundstage. I'm just listening. I'm sorry, I got a little focused here. Let's go to funk. Okay. Let's go back to mine. Let's turn this up a little bit more. Ooh. Okay. 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 I understand why people have been trying for me to, been telling me to get these in the review. I understand. I understand. Man, these are solid sounding. All right. We're going to leave my setting like that. I think I found the right setting. We're going to stay here for right now. Let's go ahead and get another song up. All right. Let's go and get another song. Let's see. Let's go and, you know what we're going to do. We're going to go in and get in some, we're going to get us some Guns N' Roses popping off. Yeah, let's go up here and get them. All right. Yeah, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? There we go. All right. Sweet. All right, let's go back in. Ooh. I like how crisp that guitar solo is. Let's go to rock. All right. Again, now I can tell with rock, it's not as bright sounding, but it does widen out the sound stage with pop. Let's go to pop. All right. Pop and rock, you're not getting any, there's no difference. If it is, it's very, very slight. All right. But that guitar solo is sick. All right, let's go ahead and go to classical. Yeah, you're definitely losing a little something with classical. But again, the sound stage is widening out. Let's go to funk. Okay. A little bit more bass in it from the good drums and stuff with funk. But again, you're not too far away from rock and pop on that one. If we go to speech, completely drops all the bass out. Now you're focusing on Axl Rose's voice at this point. Go to flat. Still sounds decent with flat. Now we go to mine. All right, now it seems like it's got a little bit more body to the song. All right. Very clean, but I like that. Let's go ahead. We're gonna bring in, you know where we're going. We're going over the title. We're gonna get some Mozart going on here. All right, so here we go. All right. Now this is my setting. Let's go to classical. Okay. Again, widening soundstage. It sounds like they got a lot more space between them. And again, the cello giving that nice little bit of bass with that low chord. Excuse me. I like it. Let's go back to mine. All right, I like it. Very crisp with the lead violinist and the second violin. Very crisp. Oh yeah. That sound. Again, you could turn this up. It just gets better. No distortion. Oh, I love it. Sounds great. I understand. The more I listen, the more I'm understanding why a lot of people wanted me to use to get these in. Sounds really, really good. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna go and do another song here real quick. You know where I'm going. I know you guys know where I'm going. Yes, sir. In fact, yeah, I love that how crisp that keyboard is. Very crisp sounding. Echoing. Man. All right, let's go over to the EQ settings real quick. Now, we're on my EQ setting. I think I'm going to stay here. I might tweak this a little bit, but I think I pretty much... Let me see. Maybe if I turn this center up a little bit, what do I get? Oh, okay. All right, so let's go here. Ooh, that bass. Yes. Again, nice. And it got that low drop. Let me go. Let me see if I turn this up a little bit. Let me see if I turn my low end up. Ooh. Again, it's a work in progress here, but man, I'm liking the way these are sounding. Oh man, I think some earbuds are in trouble, man. I think they are. I absolutely love the way they sound. You got the rattling instruments, the clanging instruments. Again, good spacing. They're moving around. Sounds fantastic. I was focused on. Let me pause this. I was focused on the bass and how crisp the keyboard sound was. You can again switch over and I start focusing on the clanging instrument in my left ear, the rattling instrument in my right ear. Then I focus again on the wave sound. So everything's coming through. Nothing is overshadowed or by any other instruments. So you got really great spacing. And the clarity on these is wonderful. Wonderful. I'm just saying the clarity is, I'm like, wow, when it comes to the clarity. All right. Let's go. All right, let's do one more song. I know. Let's do one more. We got to do one more song. Got to. I got to find one to go out with. Let me see. What's a good one to ride out with? All right, here we go. E40, You and That with T-Pain and Candy Girl. Okay. Let me make sure I don't want to start to slip a little bit. Okay. Ooh, that bass. Let's turn this up a little bit. Again, it's clean. It's not very subtle. I don't want to say subtle, but it's very nice, very clean bass. Very smooth. And that fade out. Wonderful. Again, the clarity of the vocalist, really good. I'm understanding it now. I'm understanding. Sorry. Allergies, sorry. Yeah, E40 coming in sounding nice and clear. Oh, I love that bass. I had to hear that. I had to hear it. Oh, it sounds so good. Again, we are using my EQ settings on that one. As you can see, let me go ahead and hit play so you guys can see it. All right. So we're using my EQ settings here. Again, I'm still tweaking, so it's not a finished product. But man, trying to find that sweet spot. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Right now, I think I'm pretty much in this range here, or some bouts with these earbuds. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. All right, man, it sounds all right. I'm going on long enough with the sound test, but I think I found whereabouts I'll be with with my EQ setting. Again, it's a work in progress. I'll probably have it nailed down before I do any other comparison videos with these, but I'll make sure that is before we do. All right, let's go ahead. Man, it was great. Let's go ahead and talk about my likes and dislikes. All right, we're back in. Let's go ahead and talk about my likes and dislikes of the GeekFly Vitas Earbuds. First, let's go ahead and talk about my dislikes. It's a decent list, so let's go ahead and run through it. First, no active noise canceling on these earbuds. You do get really good noise isolation with them, especially if you find the correct ear tip. Yeah, but still no active noise canceling, so I have to put that in that column, this kite column. There also no multi-point connectivity. A really big miss on these. If they could do multi-point, that would have been fantastic, especially for this price point. No ANC, no multi-point. Come on now. But yeah, definitely two of the bigger misses there for them. No wireless charging. Of course, this is a metal case, so I completely understand that they don't have it, but I'm still putting that in as a dislike in my book. No fast charging. They could at least have fast charging with these, even if they did not have wireless charging. So another big miss, especially again at this price point. You would expect to have some or all of these features. You do not have any water resistance rating. I have not seen one for these earbuds, which would make me very leery about having these guys outside or taking them and rocking them in the gym while you're working out, or if I'm biking and get sweaty in them. Yeah, so these would definitely be coddled and left at home, just because you don't want to. I don't want to damage them in any type of way. All right, so I think that's all of my likes and dislikes. Well, my dislikes rather, for the GeekFly Vitas earbuds. So let's go ahead and switch over to my likes. First off, I like the look of them. I mean, they're pretty chunky earbuds. They got really great magnets. But I love the design, the resin design off the 3D printing. I love the way it looks. I love the mold on these guys. Fit just like an IEM in your ear. Again, you got to make sure you have the proper ear tip as well to get that great fit and feel. Very, very comfortable in the ear. But yeah, again, very chunky. Will protrude out slightly from the ear. But man, once these seat in, forget about it. They are very, very comfortable. Very light too. Also, I like how fast the touch controls respond to what you want to do with them. Very fast, and they give you an audible ding inside the earbud that you touch. Now, again, some of them, it doesn't matter which earbud you press, you will get their ding. You will get that ring or ding out of both earbuds. With these ones, it's earbud specific. So I really like that on here, where if I'm tapping the right earbud, it's going to give me the ding in the right earbud, and vice versa for the left. And I absolutely love that feature with these earbuds and stuff. Very, very nice. Then let's talk about the elephant in the room. Actually, first, let's go into the app. The app can be a like and dislike for me, so they're on both sides. I like the fact that they do have an app for them. I like how the earbuds respond to your changes in the equalizer as well as the preset options there. Excuse me. I like how they respond. Very nice, very precise, very quickly. I just wish again more features and everything. But as far when I say features, I'm more referring to like noise canceling and stuff like that and everything. But you get just enough to make them sound the way you want them to sound, and you got your touch controls. That's pretty much all they're giving you. I wish there were more options, more features to the earbuds, of course, but man, definitely it's on the like and dislike for me. So it's on both sides of the fence there. Another dislike that just believe just jumped to me. And then, no, I'm gonna let that one slide. Don't worry about it. I was going to knock them for something that obviously is not up to it. I'm just gonna let it go. All right, I'm just gonna let it go. All right, so let's see what else I like. Again, of course, the equalizer, the app, the touch controls, the fit and feel, very light, very comfortable despite their size, and with the proper ear tip, and the sound is great. I mean, again, I'm still working on getting my my graphic equalizer pinned down to the sound, but the fact that these guys, they just sound, the clarity is amazing on here. I can't wait to compare them against some of my best because that clarity is it's so good. And you got smooth, clean bass, again, volume, natural volume of them. You don't have to turn them up. These guys are really, really a total thing, almost a total package. I'm not going to say a total package because obviously they're missing some things, but almost a total package. When it comes to sound, man, I am completely like, I get it now. I understand why you guys wanted me to test and get these in and test these guys and review them. And yeah, absolutely. They sound phenomenal. Now, I can't wait to get these guys up against some of my best. I'm dying to see how these guys fare. Again, these are my only 6 driver earbuds that I have in my entire collection. I do have a couple of five driver earbuds. I got some with triple driver setups, and most of them have dual drivers as well. But man, I can't wait to get these guys in and test them up against some of the best. They just sound really good. Let me see. And am I missing anything as far as my likes and dislikes? I think I covered everything. Yeah, I think I did. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So this has been an unboxing and review of the GeekFly Vitas earbuds. Huge shout out to GeekFly for supplying these for an honest unboxing and review. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do videos like this and others, such as the Gauntlet series, I'm definitely putting up for these guys. So you definitely want to make sure you hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this, that, and the others drop. I got some unboxing videos coming up for some headphones. I got some other Gauntlet series lined up as well. So you definitely want to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And like I said, hit that like button. It only helps me with the algorithm and everything, get me out there so I can get a wider audience, a bigger, and grow the community and everything. This is, you guys, it's a lot of fun. I am humbled by you guys coming in, swinging by, checking me out, subscribing to the channel. I'm very humble and appreciative of you guys. I want to make sure I say it as often as I can. But again, thanks for coming out. Make sure you hit the subscribe notification bell. I already mentioned that before, the like button as well. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.